Long time no see, my name is Kona, and today I wanted to do something a little different. With the start of the new year, I wanted to talk about some of the goals I have for this channel and what I plan to do with it. So sit back, buckle up, and enjoy a little speed paint of me painting my OC Kona. To start off this video, I want to really quickly say that this piece took me roughly 8 hours, but a lot of it was trial and error, so please forgive me as you'll see tons of stuff come in and out and fade away, leaves and flowers and all of that just didn't work out, poof, gone, bye. My main focus of this channel previously and hopefully in the future will continue to be redesigning cool Pokemon with different types or different designs that I think would be fun. Pokemon is one of my favorite all-time media franchises, and I want to take the time and make some really cool art of them. I also want to continue taking different media franchises like Arcane and turning the characters into D&D parties. It was a lot of fun doing it with Arcane, and I want to do it with some others. Maybe Honkai Star Rail, for example. But none of this is new, it's stuff I've done on my channel before, and I want to talk about my future goals for 2025. So, the first thing I really want to bring onto this channel is making OC design videos. There are a ton of OC design challenges out there that I really want to do, but have not been able to fit into my schedule in any way for fun. So if I make them for my YouTube channel, I'm kind of stacking like two birds with one stone there, and I think that would be really fun to add. However, I do want this to be a dialogue between me and my viewers, so if any of these ideas in this video I propose sound like horrible, awful things that you guys would hate, please let me know in the comments down below. I want you guys to have a fun and awesome art experience here with me as we continue to create things together. I also want to make some OC fan art from YouTubers who are also art YouTubers that have their own stories or worlds, and I want to pay tribute to them for inspiring me to do this channel in the first place. Some of these creators have impressive, immersive worlds filled with characters and very specific and intent design choices that I would love to try to learn from and replicate in my own designs. Bringing in a spot on my channel to do studies of art styles from other creators, or even big-time shows like Arcane or Spider-Man, where the art styles are crazy out there and super good for learning, and stuff I want to learn how to replicate in the future. The other major thing I want to bring onto my channel is my own original content. I have stories that I am working on and webcomics that I want to publish in the future, where I would like to put some of that media here for you guys to see. Would you be interested in watching how to create a webtoon here? Or what exactly goes into designing a story flow? Because I would love to make some videos on the topics. But I wasn't sure if this was the channel to do that on. However, I would love to make it that channel if you guys would be interested. I have so many ideas, especially based off of D&D campaigns I have ran with Volaire and some of my other friends, where the stories are completely unique in homebrew worlds that I think would translate really well into stories that some people might want to hear. The webcomic Volaire and I already have published called Prisoner of Paint is actually based off of one of these stories, albeit edited a little bit, so that way it fits more of the story narrative arcs that classical stories follow, because sometimes D&D can be a little bit fight heavy or have some plot that just doesn't quite make sense, and some things fall through the cracks if players decide not to follow up on those leads, and we don't want to leave any threads unturned if we put the threads in our story. I also want to make space on this channel for Volaire to come in and be able to talk about what they do as an author and storyteller, as well as rigging for animations. I would love to start a series where I talk about how to design characters to fit certain D&D classes, where I talk through steps of how to design different characters for different classes and what common tropes there are, and how to break them in your own character designs to make something really cool and unique in its own way from the class that they could be. My best example, and the first one that comes to mind right now, is a dancer as a monk. It's something that isn't really done in the subclasses, but makes perfect sense in my head, and I want to discuss that somewhere. And before I get to the final topic I want to introduce to my channel, I want to once again open up dialogue and ask what you guys would like to see from me. Would you like to see more Pokemon content? Would you like to see more D&D content? Are you here for the League of Legends slash Arcane vibes? Let me know so I can really tailor to your experience. I could do an entire series on League of Legends champions as D&D classes. There's like 170 of those guys. I could do that all year and never be finished. I could do that for years, actually, now that I think about it, if that is what you guys want. It's certainly something I would enjoy doing. And the final topic of discussion would be, would you guys be interested in seeing me attempt being the key word here, attempt to make animation content? Animation is something I have really been interested in, but it's not a skill I have gotten to exercise to a degree where I think it would be something that would look good per se. But nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? So we could all also learn to animate together. There are also storytime animations where they're kind of animations, but more like fancy moving pictures, which I guess is what animation is, but it's less frames than the average animation, where I could talk to you guys about my life and animate that in cool and spunky ways using my persona Kona. I'd also be interested in making more short form animation or animatics to go along with the webcomic stories or stories we talk about in our videos when it comes to design ideas. In essence, I have a lot of ideas for what I could do with this channel and on this channel. So I want to open the discussion up to my viewers, and I'd like to know what you guys would want to see from me, just so I have an idea and I can narrow down my very long list of things I want to do for this year. Help me out, guys, please, I'm begging you. Thank you so much for listening to this sort of gathering of thoughts and deciding on what this channel should be. I'm really excited to hear your input, and please feel free to recommend other ideas that I haven't said in this video. I am here for you guys as much as you are here for me. This channel wouldn't continue to exist if you guys didn't keep watching it, so thank you so much for being here. You have been so encouraging with all the kind comments that you leave and the returning viewers. You make me so happy to see. Thank you so much. Every like, every comment, every view I get makes me so happy and makes me want to continue doing this to see you guys happy. Thank you for being on this journey with me, and like always, I will see you at the next phase of the moon. Good night and goodbye.